Oh, hello everyone. I'm Mikael. I'm from Sweden, and I really must say a warm welcome. It's not that warm outside, really. We still, even though you can see it, we still have a lot of, not a lot, but a bit of snow left here. And I think actually our message church is probably the furthest up north message church in the world. It's about 1 hour drive from the Arctic Circle. Cold winters, dark winters, nice and warm summers with no darkness at all. We have sunshine, 24/7 for a couple of weeks, I would say. So it's very nice. We have been running our message church for maybe 5 years, I would say, and we have been so very blessed by it. And I wanted to show you how our message church looks like. It looks like this. Okay, so this is what our church looks like. My children calls it the message church, not Maria Kyrkan, the Church of Mary, as it's called in everyone else. But this is our church, and come on, let's take a walk. First we go into the church room. And now we're going to say hello to the other people that works here, except for me and Annika that's filming. Let's go here. No one's here, but normally Niklas, that you will see by the piano, this is his room. So let's go. This is Evelina, our housekeeper. Say hello.
Hello.
She's like the hub in our church. She knows everything. What she doesn't know is not worth knowing. And this is our priest or vicar, Victoria.
Hey, hey.
So now you know some of us, and you will see Niklas, I will tell you. And if you have been to our message church, you know this song. It's in Swedish, obviously, since we're in Sweden. But it's about that God is big. He is not small, and He has made the elephant, the lice, the kangaroo, and so on. It's a song about God's wonderful creation. It's a very joyful song. Come along. And now we will bring you on this wonderful journey. Have you ever heard a story about Noah? It's a wonderful story, really, and we're going again to start in our messy church. Let me show you. And in our church, we have something that really connects to the theme for this when Noah takes off in the ark. You see this? You know this symbol? You know, it's a Christ symbol. It's a monogram for Christ. And the artist, when he did it, he thought that this all around the monogram would be the ocean. And the Christ monogram is rising up from it, because Christ is our hope, even though it's stormy, even though we are in isolation or whatever, if life is just going crazy with us, Christ will rise through the ocean. And also, from the story of Noah, you know, when Noah sent out a pigeon, and this candle holder, I don't know really if you can see it, but this is an olive branch. You know, the pigeon came back with an olive branch. Yes. And we also have this huge olive branch. And normally when we have baptisms here in our church, in Church of Mary, the one that gets baptized gets one of these small angels. And after a year, they are welcome back to have their angel back. So it's kind of a way to create connections. But this olive branch tells us that God's promises, and God promises life. And that's why we want to hang up all these baptism angels for all the newborn, all the new baptized. So let's get back to the story. God looked on the earth and he saw that people weren't very nice to each other. And he said, well, man, this hurts me. It's not very good for people to be like this, or to treat others like this, as they do. So he found this man, Noah, and he asked Noah, or he told Noah, I would say, to build an ark. You know, a big boat. Maybe it looked like this. Check this out. Maybe, I would guess it would be a little bit bigger, but still a boat. And you know, Noah, he started to build a boat on ground. And people saw that and they were laughing at him. They were thinking that he was a lunatic, you know, really a hillbilly or whatever. But he really held tight to the promises that God has made him. Because God told Noah, I want you to do this because of how people are behaving. So he built and he built and he built, and it took a long time. And when it was done, God told him to take some animals to the boat.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So many animals to keep track of. I mean, do we have every animal we need? Everything God said to us? 2 of each coming on board on this boat? Who's building a boat like this? Okay, Noah, this is where I put, these rats. Do we really need rats on the boat? And the spiders, those big black spiders, do we really need the big black spiders? What? Okay, I just telling you, if they coming on board, they're gonna be on the other side of the boat. They're not gonna sleep on my end, Not on my end of the boat. No rats where I'm sleeping. Just telling you. Okay, we got elks, we got penguins, we got kangaroos, elephants, you know, every kind of lions. Let's see, lions, not again. I only got one lion. Noah, the lion have escaped again. What are we gonna do? Okay, do you think you can get the lion? It's a big animal. What? You're not gonna pull that on me again? What? Okay, you're building a boat? Fine. I'm gonna go and get the lion. We need 2 of them. Okay? So if I fix the lion, but I'm just telling you, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Because the rabbits aren't 2 anymore. Multiplying.
And his family. And after a while, and people were still mocking Noah, it started to rain.
And you know, it started to rain. And it rained a lot. So very, you know, water everywhere. And it kept flooding everywhere. Over the trees. Even over the highest mountain. It just kept on raining. Okay, it's getting really wet here now. Evelina, I think you can stop now, Evelina.
Okay, we have the point now, okay? Well, being on that boat, what would you think it would be like? Would it be like this? How are you doing? Bored?
Yeah.
Are you bored?
Yeah, really bored.
Tell me, right? Or maybe like this.
It's nothing to do.
Nothing to do, right?
Yeah, nothing to do. So.
There are no cell phones. During this time, Joseph, you can pick up your cell phone. Come on. Do you think there were cell phones? Or Franz, do you think it was cell phones like 5,000, 6, 7, 8 years, 1,000 years ago?
No, it's not so long, but I don't think they have phones.
No, I don't think either. You know,
It was like,
but what did you think they did when they were on a boat? You know, being on a boat for 40 days without no phones, no Fortnite, no Minecraft or whatsoever. What do you think they did?
I think they have super many pets.
Super many pets?
Yeah.
Okay. Super many pets?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did, because they brought so many animals and pets to the boat. What do you think?
I think I was trying to figure out a way to survive.
A way to survive. Oh, how do you think they did that?
They took with very much food.
Very much food. Oh yeah, that's of course they did.
And they can play with animals?
They can play with animals, not with the cell phones, right?
No, with the animals.
No.
With the animals.
They didn't have
Pets.
cell phones.
Yeah. Definitely, you are so right. I think it's very important that we keep ourselves active, that we keep our minds busy or focused. So, Emma Maria, one of our wonderful, wonderful volunteers in our church. She's gonna guide you through some things that you can do. Just go along with her.
Now we're gonna make a Noah's Ark. For this craft you need a paper plate, color pens, crayon, scissors and glue, and Google Eyes. You start with to fold the paper in half, a paper plate, and then you can paint animals for the ark. And then cut them out. Now I'm gonna put the Google Eyes on the lion. And then put the lion and the lioness. Gonna move into the ark. Here we go. Now the ark's done. Here we have a rocking ark sailing on the water.
But being on the ark, like we are now, in a way, in isolation, can also be an opportunity. It makes me think of a movie that we made for a couple of years ago about the gym, the spiritual gym, where you can really, work on your habits. Check this out.
Den handlar om någonting som alltid sker. För vårt syndare och fromma kan den prövning lätt nu komma. Därför lyssna nu och lyd det råd jag ger. Knäna böj och armar uppåt sträck. Rösten höj och Jesus handen räck. Denna andliga motion ger dig kraft och kondition. Därför knäna böj och armar uppåt sträck. Du har mött och verk och plåga. Du har säkert skäl att fråga. Varför denna svåra prövning upp just dig? Det är svårt att vara tålig när man jämt är sjuk och dålig. Men jag vet att detta gäller även dig. Knäna böj och armar uppåt sträck. Rösten höj och Jesus handen räck. Ut i frestelsernas stunder när du tror du ska gå under finns en väg att gå som alltid öppen där. Frestelserna blir ju färre om vi...
Okay, that was nice, right? But let's go back to the boat. So many times I feel we have a kind of romantic feeling about how it was back then during the time of the Bible and so on. Could it have been like this?
Oh, 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 so many days now. You know, open sea, all you see. I'm so seasick, you can't imagine. For so many days. And it's like it's never gonna, it's never gonna end. I don't know what God was thinking. Noah, I mean, he's going around on the boat smiling, think it's okay, and I never been so sick in my whole life. Oh, you know, but finally, come this little pigeon with, yay, some green tree thing, and you know, I say, land is, soon it's gonna be land. Oh, I just land now. Immediately. I can't handle this anymore. You know, I'm so tired of all this water. You know, but yay, he said, you know, real soon we're gonna be able to go on land again. And that's all I want. Nothing else. Thank you, Lord. Land again. Finally. Oh.
Well, probably it was like that. From time to time, you know, seasick being on the ocean. But you know what? I really think that God doesn't really, you know, we do feel a whole lot and we do think a whole lot. But no matter what we feel or think, God is there. And you know, he was there all the journey of Noah and his family and all the animals. He was there. And you know what? The best thing is, he's still here. So, okay, after being on the ark for 40 days and 40 nights of raining, Noah, I can imagine he was kind of sick of being at the boat. And as you saw, some might be seasick, other than just sick. He let a bird out. He let the bird out to see if it returned, because if it returned, there would be no land. But if it didn't, maybe it wouldn't come back, and it will find some stable ground to land on. So, dear bird, I let you out now, and please go and see if there's life. Oh, what? No life? Oh.
Okay, pigeon, no, I'm sending you out. Wait a second. Something is wrong. You need to take your hat and, you know, the sunglasses you have. Oh, great, yes, yeah. Okay, and you need to find something for me so I can see there is new land out there. Let's go. Oh, okay, it looks a little bit dead, but okay, it's alive, I think.
So Noah sent out this bird to find, or the two, as you saw. One was not really successful, right? And the other one was a bit clumsy, for sure, but it came back with a branch, and that was a sign of life. There was something beyond that ocean. The water has begun to come down. And you know what? God made a promise to Noah. He made a promise that this thing would never happen again. Never, ever. And do you know how he did to mark that? Do you know what symbol he put out to mark his deal with Noah? It was the rainbow. And let's check in our church. How many kind of rainbows do you find in our church room?
Okay, sure.
Dum 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 dum. Oh. Check all these candles out. They are like rainbow, the bow of hope that are put in the sky for you. But we also have another one. Check this out.
Okay, let's go.
And speaking of rainbows, there were one more in our church. I don't know if you saw it, but it's here. You see it? Up there. And Emma Maria, as you have seen before in this film, she will guide you through how to make wonderful rainbows.
Now we're gonna make a rainbow out of pipe cleaners, construction paper, wadding, and magnet tape. And we're gonna use a glue gun. We start with the red, and then comes
Orange.
wait,
Orange.
Put it beside the red one. Watch out, it's hot. And now comes the
Yellow.
put it there.
Yes, mommy.
So, and now what color comes next?
Green.
Yeah.
Green.
Right.
Red.
And next one is
Blue.
put it here.
With this sign.
And then comes
Purple.
yes.
Purple.
Oh, we need to put more glue here.
And pink. Purple. Pink and purple.
Now we're gonna do the same thing at the other side. Put on a cloud-shaped construction paper on the clouds. What do you... Have you missed a pink one?
Friday.
No. So
Rainbow.
here's the rainbow.
Here, rainbow. Här är den.
Now we're gonna put wedding here. Lea,
Rainbow.
now. Like this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Now we need more glue. So now you can put the wedding. Watch out. Right there, good.
Very good, mommy.
Bra. Now it looks like this. We're gonna make a rainbow again with papers, strips this time in the colors of the rainbow. We use a glue gun and wedding as clouds.
Wedding.
Start with the pink one,
Big one. Med,
and we put glue in the
men jag vill göra det.
end of it. Then put the purple one.
Att,
Yeah.
is
Like this. Then we take the
blue.
in the right away. Perfect. We put the blue one.
Blue one.
It's still hot.
Blue one.
What comes next?
Is green. Must la.
We can use it. So it syns. Wait. Mommy, that's it.
Mommy.
Look here.
Mommy.
Now you can put the green one.
Green one. It's here green. Green, yellow.
Yes.
Yes, yellow. Backlangis. No, mommy.
And I have put the glue
Sen
already.
yeah, mommy.
Now we just
Det
pass.
vill jag göra. Orange.
Yes. Orange.
Finish.
Put there then. Yes, and now for the red one. We're good.
Mommy.
Perfect.
Is
Watch out.
perfect.
Yes, and now we're gonna make this
Make this
look like a rainbow.
Make this you.
This is the ready paper rainbow when it's wedding on the sides as clouds.
So imagine after 40 days and 40 nights being on a boat in quarantine like we are in total isolation. It's a long time. What do you think it would feel like to get out of it? Maybe like this. One step for man. Wow. A giant leap for mankind.
Oh, amazing. Oh, I love trees. I love them so much. I'm never gonna step on a boat again. Never ever again. I love trees. I love being on land again. I've never been so happy in my whole life. No boats more again. Oh, I love trees. And the best part is that God, He promised that I never have to go through this again. You know, He created this wonderful rainbow over the sky, these beautiful colors. Oh, never again. I'm gonna stay here with my tree. Oh, just love it.
So, what does the story of Noah tells us? Well, it tells us that there is always hope, there is always a promise. You know, the pigeon came with the olive branch, as I told you earlier. We have the rainbow, that such a thing would never happen again. And it's also kind of alike with our situation now, being quarantined, being isolated. There is a hope, because the hope in Jesus Christ is beyond what we can see. But it's also here and now. So I really do hope that this storytelling that me and Annika have done, and my colleagues, that it will give you hope. That's really what we want to do. And hope in a journey that's called life. You know, we're living here now, and we can't see beyond tomorrow. We're never really gonna know what happens, but still, Jesus is going to be there, no matter what happens. And someday, we will have solid ground under our feet. We will. Even though it's shaky now, but we will have. And even beyond our lives, when we have the most solid ground in heaven with our Father. And we will stop this session with a song for you. To finish this video session, the great adventure and our story of Noah, we would like to sing a song. And it's in Swedish, and it's called Jesus den skönaste. Jesus the most wonderful. And it's about a journey, I would say. And if I translate it to you, it's like this. Jesus, if I took off to find any more wonderful and beautiful than you, I would do nothing but looking in vain.